Just yesterday was the official release of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker's third and final trailer by Disney and Lucasfilm that allowed the fans to understand the overall tone of this movie and exactly what J.J. Abrams plans to do in order to end the Skywalker saga. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, what's really intriguing about Episode 9 is that we do know that this film is of course going to be used as a movie that will serve as a foundation to create new Star Wars lore, which really is a big deal by JJ, Disney, and Lucasfilm and what they're really trying to do in order to end the Skywalker saga forever. Now, beyond all of this, a lot of fans are very excited about what's coming our way for Palpatine, Rey, and Kylo Ren, so I wanted to jump into the character of Palpatine, and by the way, this video is going to go into some spoilers and leaks that we've been talking about for a couple of months now, so if you guys don't want to get spoiled, I highly just suggest that you guys go ahead and back out of this video right now. But without further ado, let's get right into it. I want to go over a line of dialogue that connects to the last leaks that we went over about Palpatine's brand new power that is going to be pretty much introduced by JJ in the third act of this movie. Now, the line of dialogue by Palpatine midway through the trailer is where he says, "Long have I waited, and now you're coming together is your undoing." So this is a big reference to one of the big leaks that we talked about a couple of weeks ago about Palpatine using a brand new ability called Force Conduit. Now, what is Force Conduit? A lot of fans are probably wondering right now, like, what in the world is that? Essentially, basically, what Palpatine is going to do in The Rise of Skywalker is that he's going to use a power that's going to draw the energy from the Beyond. The Beyond is actually a location over in the unknown regions. It serves as the most powerful force nexus there is in the Star Wars universe, specifically in the Star Wars galaxy within that universe. And Palpatine's going to use the power of the Beyond in order to use an ability called Force Conduit to literally drain the energy from both Rey and Kylo Ren to bring himself to a more youthful state. Now, for a majority of the film, Palpatine's going to be in a weakened state. He's going to be hooked up to all this wire work. He's going to be in some kind of chair that's actually going to be hooked up to a crane, which is what you do see at the very end of the final trailer where Palpatine is laughing at Rey on the world of Exegol, where you do in fact see the lightning in the background. And by the way, talking about the lightning at the very end of the trailer, this also alludes to other leaks as well, that he's going to use an ability called Force Storm. Basically, the Force Storm ability is going to bring down many different resistance ships, and of course, ships that belong to the First Order that attempt to destroy Palpatine's new Sith Empire. So essentially, in this film, we're going to have three different factions fighting each other. We have the Resistance, we got the First Order, and of course, we got the new Sith Empire that resides on the world of Exegol. The majority of shots that you do in fact see in the Rise of Skywalker trailer, a lot of it at least, has to do with the world of Exegol, and of course the world of course that takes place where the Death Star 2 wreckage is. That's actually said to be the forest moon of Endor, the other side of Endor, where there's 8% water on the actual forest moon. So moving past all of this, Palpatine's new power, alright, let's get into this. Now, J.J. Abrams has always wanted to evolve many of the legacy characters in the sequel trilogy, and now he has this chance to do that, and that's exactly what he's doing in The Rise of Skywalker. He is giving the ability of Palpatine doing something so incredible and godlike, where he's going to draw the energy from this most powerful force nexus in the Star Wars galaxy. Now, about the Force Nexus that's called the Beyond. This is going to be one of the big explanations as to why the Knights of Ren were not present in The Last Jedi and in The Force Awakens, besides the little brief flashback that we got. Now, the main reason is that the Knights of Ren actually went on a mission over to the unknown regions in order to locate the Beyond. And this is where they actually discover at a certain point in time, report back to Kylo Ren. They tell him about Palpatine and how he's actually residing on the world of Exegol, and they're warning him about the Beyond, essentially, warning him about this power. And that's exactly what Kylo Ren, pretty much is going to do in this movie. He's going to find a thing called the Wayfinder device on an unknown world that once belonged to Palpatine, that is said to be a hyperspace route, or map, if you will, to the unknown regions, specifically over to the world of Exegol, which is a dead planet full of lightning storms that are constantly happening in the background. So that's one great thing to look forward to, is that this movie really is going to do something to that extent where we're going to be able to really see exactly what JJ wants to do by drawing a lot of aspects from Star Wars Legends and original ideas from the original trilogy that never made it to the final cut, such as Palpatine's new throne. That was, by the way, the original sketch by Ralph McQuarrie back in 1981, so we're getting that as well. You can see a lot of older things making its way into this particular movie, which honestly is really great. I think that's a great thing by JJ. But I will admit that there are parts in the trailer, and I will say this, that are very underwhelming. I might actually tap into, my thoughts about what I liked and disliked about the trailer, and so keep an eye open for that. I may actually do that soon. So anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about this below in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.